so Leo moved in to save on rent. Back when Alex wanted to break up with me, Leo had tried to talk him out of it, telling him I was a catch and he shouldn't be an idiot. But Alex had one rule. You could fight and argue all you wanted in a relationship, but once the word breakup was said by either person, there was no going back. Still, I appreciated the gesture, even though I suspected that in private, they both probably thought of me as the ultimate doormat. Just as the soup was ready, my phone rang. Leo, holding his plate, gave me a slight smile and started to step away to give me privacy. I waved a hand, telling him it was fine, and answered the call. Hi, Mom. Yeah, it's the weekend. No work today. I'm almost done packing. I already shipped the big boxes home. They should get there tomorrow or the day after. I have to go to the office on Monday to finish up the paperwork. I booked a train for the afternoon, so I should be home just in time for dinner. Okay. Love you, Mom. Bye. After hanging up, I turned to Leo. I've gotta go. See you around. Leo hesitated for a second, then stood up. I overheard your call. You're moving back to your hometown. I am. I nodded honestly. My parents are getting older and their health isn't great. I figured I'd move back to. Does Alex know? We didn't talk about it yesterday. It's not a huge deal, is it? Not that important. I slipped on my shoes and gave him a wave. Bye. Come visit my town sometime if you get the chance. Alex didn't contact me all weekend. I cleaned my apartment from top to bottom, had the landlord come for the final inspection, and checked into a hotel on Sunday night with my last suitcase. Then, for the first time in a long time, I called him. He arrived quickly, asking why I'd picked a hotel for our meeting. He was a bit of a clean freak and wouldn't stay in anything less than a 5-star hotel. This place clearly didn't meet his standards. I leaned against the doorframe, a small box dangling from my fingers. Wanna try? Alex raised an eyebrow, looking genuinely surprised that I'd suggest it. My feelings for him were complicated, but ever since he broke up with me, we hadn't been intimate, mainly because he was always seamlessly transitioning between girlfriends, and I was never sure if he was actually single. You're the one who started this. Don't go crying later that I took advantage of you, Alex said, stepping forward and closing the door behind him. We're both single adults. It's mutual. How is that taking advantage? I knew exactly what I was doing. Once we crossed this line, I was done letting Alex use the friend excuse to invade my life. We were just two people with a physical history. We'd been entangled, and after this, it would be best if we never saw each other again. The next morning, my alarm jolted me awake. Alex groaned, burying his head deeper into my chest. It was such a dependent gesture. I sometimes wondered if he had a mommy complex. His parents had divorced when he was young. He was definitely starved for affection. I patted his head, got up, showered, dressed, and walked out with my suitcase. After finishing my paperwork at the office, I was on my way to the train station when a message from Alex finally came through, and the single number meant, I'm awake, and I'm making my presence known. I didn't reply. He didn't send another message. That evening, I arrived home, tired and dusty from the journey. My parents had prepared a huge welcome home dinner, and the three of us ate together, laughing and talking. After dinner, my dad did the dishes. I went to my room to unpack a little, and my mom knocked and poked her head in, holding a photograph with a smile. Now that you're back, Mrs. Davis from downstairs came by. She wanted to know if you were interested in meeting this young man. Over the years, my parents had gently nudged me about my love life, but they never pushed. But my agreeing to move back was also, in a way, my agreeing to let them set me up. If he had their stamp of approval, it meant his family and job were at the very least decent. I took the photo. He had an average, pleasant face. Not a stunner, but not unattractive. I smiled and nodded. Sure, let's set something up. Life in my hometown was calm and quiet. My parents pulled some strings and got me a temp position at a stable government job. The pay was low, but the work was easy. The blind date we talked about was